on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LAD low to the tag. Yeah. I go in back of the they all from that. Yeah. My diamonds, they all look at this, that. Yeah. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what at. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Go. 14.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Come on,
and they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
14, run it.
To throw is Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Hey. 14.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hey, over here.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Check 50, check 50.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Like 80! Like 80! Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first carry down for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it with McKinnon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Garoppolo looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They begin with a run by Davis, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Front left, front left. 14, front it. Gotta go.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Penny, the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
95.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Underneath to Davis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Flush to his right. And he's got Lockett. Avoids him at the 40. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
14. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Wilson going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerron Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Zebra. Slam. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
36 power. 4 down. What's left? Watch the safety creep.
Here's a give to Penny. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Here's Wilson looking to throw on second down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, over here, over here.
Here's a give to Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We got 3. We got 18.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, 14. Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Garcon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And it's caught by Saleh. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
11.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Going up top. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Airing it deep for Garcon. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They begin with a run by Penny, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Bring out. Hey, easy. Check 51. Come on, man.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
18. Four down. Alert. Hey, easy. Check 51. Spread left. Gun. I gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball. 95.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Forced out to his left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. Check. 18. 36.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Garoppolo. Good one, able to haul it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Garoppolo, 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo, and that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The pitch goes to Penny, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
14.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deeper. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Good, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Now a handoff to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, good footwork on the spin. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
A handoff to Penny. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Rashad Penny, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, it's Penny, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run again with Breida. Oh, the spin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a lamp?